get into affiliate marketing, and from looking at different people, you seem to be one of the more genuine and honest ones.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, so basically, what we do, depending on the number of people that show up, um, if a bunch of people show up, I'll have everyone type in their questions into the chat. If it's only us, I'll have you just ask your questions, and then we can do whatever it takes to help you move forward in your business. Um, so it looks like we've got Tyson, Valerie, and Marcia. Welcome. We will go as long as it needs. If you guys have 50 questions, we'll answer all 50 questions, and we'll be done by 3 p.m. If you have one question and that's it, that's fine. The recording will be available probably tomorrow, worst case Monday, in the back office of the House of Affiliates. Now, if you would, I'd appreciate if you turned on your camera. Um, but if not, let's go ahead and get started. Valerie, what questions do you have for me today?
Well, I don't, like I said, I just got started, so I haven't even gone through, much of the material. So what I'm just trying to figure out is, about doing the videos? Do I have to do the videos to do affiliate marketing, or that? I guess that's kind of where I'm stuck.
Yeah, so that's probably the biggest question that I get. Do I have to do video? Do I have to show my face? Do I have to be on camera? And my answer is always this. There's two very important factors to consider when you want to be an affiliate marketer and when you want to create content. Number one, you have to be able to create content where you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable being on video or willing to get out of your comfort zone to be on video, you will not be successful because you'll quit and you'll give up. The other factor is you have to create content where your target audience is hanging out. So if you would much rather create content on blogging, blogging would work out just very well. I also get the question of I don't want to show my face and create videos. You can do that. Just know that your conversions are going to take a little bit longer because people trust people that they can see and they can hear. I do have faceless YouTube channels that work. However, it takes longer to start building that trust in that audience.
Sure.
Does that answer your question?
Yes. Yes.
So are you thinking about doing video, or are you thinking about maybe doing blogging or Pinterest or something else?
I don't have a problem with doing video. Just like I said, it was just a question,
Hmm.
and that's kind of really the only thing that I have seen and understand. Like you mentioned at the end, Pinterest.
Hmm.
I don't even know how you do that,
Okay.
so I can't go that way.
Okay. Um, well, before we continue, I do want to let everybody know that the training for this month, there'll be a new training in the back office. There's a new training every month. This training will be kind of like a 3 or 6 month game plan. So what I would do if I was just starting over and I wanted to build up to wherever I am now. Um, this is because I met with somebody last Saturday, in fact, and she said, "Hey, you got so much content out there, it's kind of overwhelming." And so I don't kind of know where to start and where to begin. So starting with the training that'll be uploaded sometime this month, I'll tell you and give you kind of like a 6 month roadmap to get up and running.
Okay.
Okay. Valerie, do you have any other questions?
No, no. Like I said, I'm just getting started, so I don't even know what other questions to ask at this time.
Okay, cool. Tyson, how are you today?
Good. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Awesome.
Awesome. Good to hear. What questions do you have for me?
Just trying to think here. I've kind of been studying affiliate marketing a little bit longer, but I still kind of feel like a complete newbie. Like it feels like getting that initial traction and kind of seeing all the different kind of online business strategies, such as drop shipping. Is it like the easiest thing just to maybe have like a either digital or physical product, and then have that like one just sales funnel where you can just focus on driving traffic to that? Because I kind of went back and forth because I tried making some videos, and I have a personal YouTube channel where basically I just kind of started it doing drone videos for my friends and family.
Okay.
But I'm also trying to do, faceless YouTube channels where it's more targeted for, affiliate marketing or whatever it is. Whether we kind of talked about motorcycles in the past,
hmm
or different products. And so I'm always kind of going back and forth with kind of starting a blog too, kind of like a hybrid approach. But I'm also struggling with things like keyword research and SEO and all that kind of stuff like that, and finding a way to be competitive. I think for a lot of people that probably feels intimidating because there's so many YouTube channels, websites out there. Like how you can stand out yourself.
Sure. There's a bunch of different ways to do keyword research. So are you thinking about continuing on with drone as your niche or something else?
I just don't know how much money there would be like in niche in drone stuff unless I offer like a course or something. But I guess like I still work a regular 9 to 5 job, and I
Mhm.
want to have like my personal brand to be like a reflection of that, where I could either help me get a better job. So I don't have like I'm not locked into one thing per se.
Sure.
But that's why it seems like it'd be better to have the flexibility of like having a faceless channel where you could have it for specific, topics.
Sure. No, anything can work. It just really depends on what you want to do. You mentioned drop shipping, that can work as long as you know how to drive traffic and you have money to do paid ads. That can work. If you wanted to do drop shipping on the back of creating a YouTube channel, that stuff can work too. You just have to put your foot in the ground and make a decision. One of the challenges that everybody runs into when they're getting started is all of it looks good and you feel like you can do all of it, and you kind of you're paralyzed by so many opportunities that are out there. I would challenge you to really sit down and think about what works best for you, because that's really going to be the key, is figuring out what works best for you. I didn't try drop shipping. I tried all sorts of stuff, and I found that affiliate marketing in the beginning worked best for me because I could partner with established brands. I didn't have to try and jump the hurdle trying to convince people that, hey, my brand and the quality of my goods is good enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I guess another kind of question on that affiliate marketing kind of variation of it. Have you had any success with like CPA marketing?
I don't do CPA marketing. I
No.
know most of my stuff is like Bluehost, web hosting, promoting different stuff on Amazon, security cameras, things like that. But the
It
thing
seems
that,
like it's a little bit sketchy too.
yeah, that, again, I'm not a huge fan of it. But if you are consistent and you build a solid brand, it could work. Now, one thing that you mentioned about drones, you said you don't know how profitable it could be. Drones is a multi-million-dollar entity. And so I think drones could work. And the cool thing is there's new drones and new drone technology that comes out every single day, every year, I would say, not day. And so there's always going to be an opportunity to get into that market.
Gotcha. I guess kind of another question kind of on top of that. I think we may have talked about this in the previous meeting, but
Mhm.
would you recommend like a beginner taking the approach of sort of documenting the process rather than coming out and saying, hey, I'm the expert, I'm the guru on whatever this topic? Like, I think that might be a compelling story. And I think Gary Vaynerchuk kind of talked about that. Like, document, don't necessarily create.
Yep.
This is my journey of, trying to start a business and improve my life, as opposed to look at me, I'm the guru expert on ChatGPT or whatever the new hot thing is at the moment.
Yep, that's exactly it. There's two routes when you're creating content: is you're the expert and this is your knowledge and experience that you're sharing, and the other one is, hey, I'm brand new and I'm kind of navigating, and this is my journey. People love a journey, and so they're willing to follow along. As long as you don't turn it into a vlog, that's where the hiccup is. People that have no following and try and do a vlog will continue to not get any views because nobody really cares. However, if you can mix in your journey with keywords, hey, and that's kind of where that I Tried It series comes in. You can try different side hustles. You can report back on the job market. I've applied to 300 jobs and I only got one phone call. You can do stuff like that, and that stuff will work.
So I guess what would be the main difference between, say, a a vlog, and then like what you're talking about, like the I Tried It series? Is it like just having a purpose and like a direction to, as opposed to a vlog? Sometimes people will just sit and rant or just have their opinion on whatever, like commentary or something.
Yeah. So for me, a vlog is come with me while I get ready for work. And
Okay.
I don't think anyone really cares about me getting ready for work. However, people will care about, hey, I tried flying a drone through, I tried competitive drone racing for 3 days and this is what happened.
Gotcha.
Do you see the difference there? It's more about the journey and the experience versus I'm getting ready for work and this is what I do.
So another question on top of that then. So let's say that, you know, I wouldn't really try to do this, but let's say someone was in like the hair or the makeup space or the fashion space where like, hey, I'm getting ready for work. These are all the products that I use. Would that still be more of like affiliate marketing? It seems like that'd be more monetizable than just a random, hey, I'm getting ready for work, and, you know.
Yeah, but the point of that type of video would be I'm trying this new blush. Now, I don't know anything about makeup. So if I'm off base, forgive me. I've just purchased this new blush and I'm trying it on my, I'm adding it to my skincare routine. So you could add in the keyword, the product of the blush, and then skincare routine to attack two different angles.
Sure, gotcha. Like I tried this new product for 30 days and this is what happened. These were the results.
Yeah. Yep. I tried a brand new drone for 30 days. I only crashed it 2 times. Something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Austin, are you saying that's better on a blog or a vlog?
Blog.
Okay.
Yeah, with a B. Blog with a B.
Okay.
That's better for blogging, YouTube, any content where you don't have an established audience already set up and you're trying to bring them to your content. Now, if you've got 1 million subscribers, a portion of that 1 million subscribers want to know your day in the life of going to the grocery store. Tyson, any other questions?
I think that's about it for right now.
Okay, Marcia, how are you today?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've got a couple questions. One is it better to have your niche name first in your domain name? Like if I'm going gadgets, do I want gadgets something as my domain, or does it matter?
It doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Because
So, for example, there's a website called Tom's Guide. What do you think Tom's Guide's about?
I have no idea.
Tom's Guide is a tech blog.
Okay.
So, you know, he writes on everything from PlayStations to vacuum cleaners and stuff like that.
Okay.
The importance of having your keywords in the domain name was something that was big 10 years ago. And now it's not, you know, that big of a deal because Google can go through and read the content and the context of your blog post. So, you know, just get a domain name, move on to the next step.
Okay. And if I do go with something generic like gadgets, it's still a good idea to start on one particular niche of gadgets, because I think I'm going to test it out by just going ahead and creating some blogs and see how the content flows. Or can I do electronic gadgets one week and you know, kitchen gadgets the next week? Which would be better to go?
I recommend focusing on one vertical at a time.
Okay.
So kitchen gadgets for 30, 50 blog posts, and then move on to the next thing. Because
Okay.
what can happen is when you write 50 blog posts on kitchen gadgets, some of those blog posts can start interlinking with each other. And Google can say, okay, this person's talking about gadget X on multiple blog posts. This person's an expert in it.
Okay. And then, oh gosh, it just left me. What was my? Oh my! We're going to someone else. Maybe it'll come back.
Sure, no problem. Robert, how are you today?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I am doing well. What question do you have for me?
Just one that popped up this morning. I'm getting close to 1,000 likes on TikTok. Is that a magic number for something? I can't remember. Are you allowed to put on links or something in the title or what?
Yes, once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can put your URL in the bio.
Oh, it's subscribers, not
Yeah.
likes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think anything unlocks with likes.
Okay.
Once you
All right.
once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can go live on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So if
Well,
that's
I'm a long ways away from that.
a couple weeks ago, we talked about you creating videos based on other people's comments. Did you ever
Yes.
work on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see, which one was it? I did one and posted it, and it seemed to get. Well, I'm not looking at it right now. It seemed to get some traction.
Good.
I can't say that it got any more than my other ones.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, here we are. Can sugary foods and drinks affect brain health? I got 819 views on that.
Good.
But that was the one, and as I say, it was a little better than some of the others prior to that. But anyway, I didn't think that it was outstanding. It certainly wasn't viral.
The good news is 800 potentially new viewers. I would try doing that 2 to 3 times per week, if you have time, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a simple way to answer questions that people have, bring people back to your audience, and you don't have to think about content really.
That's true. The one that I did do, it was a nurse that had a TikTok channel, and anyway, she was talking about memory loss and what have you.
Mhm.
And there was a question that came up from someone that she did not answer, so that's the one I picked.
Good. Yep. The awesome thing is the reason why I like that method is because you're replying directly to someone, and that's a great way to just simply bring in a new person or two.
Okay, sure.
Awesome. Any other questions?
No, that's about it for me for now.
Cool. Sam, are you there? Sam, you might be muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that, new mic. So I've been making guitar videos, and I've noticed I uploaded recently a YouTube short, and I've noticed that had way more views than everything else on my channel.
Yep.
And I guess I was wondering, how do you kind of incorporate affiliate marketing into YouTube shorts, since they're so short and people aren't really like reading the description?
So I would add an audible call to action to the end of your videos, and then I would direct them to a free guide of some sort, or check out your website if you have a blog set up, or the call to action could be check out my full-length YouTube videos.
Okay, that might be tricky. So the videos I've been uploading so far are just like, I'm basically like guitar soloing over a pop song. And that seems to be like doing fairly well. I think I got like 800 views on my last one. It was posted a few days ago. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe like at the end of the video, after the song is cut, maybe I can just narrate something like that.
Yeah, what you could do is just create a quick 5-second, hey, if you like this, check out my full-length YouTube video, or something like, hey, if you like this, get my free downloadable, where you can, whatever your skill is when it comes to doing covers, that could be your call to action, whether it's a video training or a PDF that you give away. Just do it once. Kind of like if you've watched my YouTube videos where I say, hey, if you want to be added to the Globe, comment down below with your name, blah, blah, blah. I did that once and I just uploaded to every one of my YouTube videos.
Just to add on to that real quick, I'm actually studying guitar myself. And I don't know if you ever heard of the guy, Marty Schwartz. He's a real big guitar guy, but you know, he also does like short YouTubes where he'll do like demonstrate like a riff to a song, but then he'll have like another 8 or 10 minute full like YouTube video where he actually shows and teaches people how to play that song. So it's kind of like his YouTube shorts are like little advertisements for his main videos, because YouTube shorts are I think less than 60 seconds or whatever.
Yep. It's a good idea.
Yeah, love Marty Schwartz. Thanks for the recommendation.
Perfect. Sam, any other questions?
Yeah, well, another one, obviously with music, it's hard to kind of avoid the whole copyright issues with YouTube, especially.
Mhm.
I was wondering if you had any advice on how to kind of avoid getting all those copyright strikes and stuff.
I don't know, unfortunately. I don't know a suggestion. Maybe could you talk over the guitar portion of it? So while you're doing the I don't know the sample, maybe just do a voiceover. Say, hey, look, this is how it would go, and maybe the voiceover's turned down a little bit. I don't have a good idea, a good suggestion for that one though. Or
all right, that's an idea.
Or maybe making it shorter, doing 6-second snippets, and then break it up with a quick chat or talk, and then maybe do another 6 seconds if you're doing long form.
But wouldn't there be a difference in like a performance though? Like, I mean, obviously a lot of people are making guitar videos, but like they're playing the actual song versus like if you just rip the song and used it as like a background. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's how the whole copyright system works. Is that, like, it's like that Shazam or whatever. It's listening for that copyrighted note, but you can't detect that. Oh, this is a different version of that same guitar part. I don't think they'd be able to detect that.
You'd be surprised. I thought the same way. I did a fingerstyle recording of a David Bowie song. And I thought like, oh, there's no way YouTube would know that it's this song. But they did, and they like copyright striked it. I was super surprised.
Yeah, that's the thing with their copyright, because they don't want to get sued. They're very picky about it. And so, like I said, maybe trying to talk over it, trying to cut it up in 6-second clips might help. Worst case, or maybe even turn that portion down. I don't have a good answer for you.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, if not, is it for my niche? Is it even like worth trying to monetize it on YouTube? Maybe just go full affiliate marketing.
Yeah, going full affiliate marketing would be an avenue. Making sure that you are doing something to collect names and emails, I think it's going to be important, because like I said, it can be really, really, as you know, it can be really tricky with that. Like, I got one of my videos that I uploaded where I was like reacting to TikTok videos. One of those videos got flagged. And so, yeah, one of those. And so that video is like chopped up and it's weird now, because you can mute portions of that video. And so it's off. But yeah, one of my videos that I did where I was reacting to TikTok videos got flagged for copyright.
All right. Thanks for the suggestions.
Awesome. Any other questions?
I think that's it for me.
Alston, I was just wondering, do you do anything, or have you heard of anybody doing anything on Rumble?
I don't do anything on Rumble. That is an opportunity. What you have to look at is you have to look at the size. One time that I give this all the time. Hey, is this website great? Is that website great? For an alternative to, let's say, YouTube. And this can be applied to Etsy and Rumble and everything else out there. YouTube gets billions of users per month. This other website, this alternative, might get hundreds of thousands. And so I would rather attempt to try and get 0.01% of YouTube than trying to get 1% of 100,000. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Sure.
So it can be good to repurpose somewhere else, but don't make that your primary place.
Okay.
While I have you guys, I'm just going to try and do a quick training to help you find some keywords.
I had a question on top of his, though, the whole Rumble thing.
Yep.
Like when I think of like Rumble and BitChute, like all these alt tech platforms, like I think the whole reason people are there, kind of like your target audience, is people that are like distrustful of YouTube, kind of like, you know, Alex Jones kind of tier, and, you know, like who's the biggest one? Like Steven Kraut. You know, he's been dealing with like censorship on YouTube, but he already has a following. You can direct people, say, hey, you know, follow my uncensored version for like, you know, the saucy type stuff where it's more like edgy. You know, it seems like that's kind of more the crowd, like on Rumble. And that's just kind of my perception and you know.
Yeah, give it a shot. So I'm just looking at this. Let's see if I can share my screen here real quick. Sure.
Also, before you go, I found my question.
Sure.
Actually, it's two. I know that you are a fan of Bluehost. Have you ever used Wix? And is there any reason you know of not to use Wix? I just know Wix well.
Use whatever you feel comfortable with. However, Bluehost was created and is designed to be SEO optimized. And if you're going to create blogs, you want to try and be as optimized as possible. With Wix, at least in my experience, you had to go in and navigate and edit individual web pages. Now, I don't know if that's still the case, but with starting a website with Bluehost, you just click on new post and everything is the exact same. You just go and put your blog post in, add in pictures if that's what you want to do, and go from there.
Okay. And then I think you answered this question, but I was in thinking about preparing the content. I was going to look at different reviews and such and use that feedback. So that's a good approach because there's no way I could use every single, you know, cast iron pan if that's the route I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that could work.
Okay.
So real quick, we're just going to compare YouTube to Rumble. Right now, YouTube gets 33.4 billion visits per month. Rumble gets 172 million. People on average only spend 3 minutes on Rumble versus on YouTube, it's 20 minutes. Rumble's not even number 2 in the category. I would try and find the second in that category. Now, again, if you can use Rumble to repurpose, go for it. But, you know, for me, and I don't know how Rumble monetizes or if they pay their creators, but for me, we're looking at realistically 0.001% of the traffic, maybe less than that. And I think I would have a much better time, much more profitable time trying to do that with YouTube than with Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So real quick, I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how to find keywords with drones because that was mentioned. Let's see am I logged in? All right. So there's a bunch of ways to do keywords. What we can do is a few different things. One, we can come over to Amazon and let's just pick. These are probably Amazon FBA things, but let's grab this product. We can copy the name of this product, and these are all probably Amazon FBA stuff. Copy this. We're going to come over to YouTube, and we're just going to paste it in like that. And now we can start looking for stuff that's popping up. We can also do the same thing with our keyword research tool. Hey, Robert, you are using Answer the Public for your keyword research. How is that coming along?
Not bad. They kind of surprised me, but anyway, they sent out new ways of looking for cognitive decline and memory loss. Those two keywords they sent out, I think it was 17 examples of new ways of looking for cognitive decline just this morning.
Okay.
So it looks good so far.
Okay. So what I've done is I've searched mini drone with camera. I'm going to come down here, and what I'm looking for is I'm looking for websites that have a poor domain ranking. Now, all of these have really good domain rankings, as you can see, except for this one down here. It's not bad. And what we can do is we can click on this website. And what we're going to do is we're going to do two things. We're going to look at this web page, this URL. It looks like they might be selling this. Yeah, they're a manufacturer, so this isn't going to work out great. This could still work out, but we're going to look at this URL. I'm going to copy this, put this right into my keyword research tool. And now we're going to look and see all of the potential keywords that we could rank for. So that little website ranks for 5,000 keywords. And if we look, these are all the different keywords that they rank for, as well as their keyword search volume. You guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just like this, we potentially have found keywords that we could write and rank for. So like this one right here, we could write and rank for, and it gets 1,300 searches per month.
Cool.
And just like that, we find some keywords, and all of these are really non-competitive, which is great. And so what we can do is we can jump down the rabbit hole, and we can do this all over again. So I'm going to copy that. And I can do this one of two ways. I can come over to here. I can paste it in, look and see what pops up first. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to open up this website. And it looks like this is actually a blog. So I'm going to take this blog. I'm going to take the URL of the web page, and I'm going to paste it right into right here. So I'm going to paste that in. Now I get to see every URL or every keyword that this web page ranks for. And I'm just going to quickly go over this right to left to right. These are the keywords. I'm not sure what SF means. Search. I don't really pay attention to it. This is the volume, so the number of times it's searched per month. And this is the keyword difficulty. The keyword difficulty is a scale between 0 and 100. The closer you get to 100, the more difficult it is. And then position is where this individual web page ranks for that keyword. And so what we can do, as you can see, this web page ranks for 207 keywords. What we can do is we can go through and find blog posts to write on, keywords to write on, excuse me. Then what we can do again, except it, is we can copy the domain name. So the name, just this part here, just this part, we're going to copy this. And then we're going to go back over to our keyword research tool, and we're going to paste it in, and we're going to do the same thing. Now this scans the entire website. And as you can see here, I don't know what this is, but this gets 6,000 views per month as a keyword difficulty of 9. So not terrible. We can then decide what I want to write for. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then if we look at the overview.
A real quick question.
Yep.
So would something like drones be better to be like a specialized, dedicated website? Like it looks like none of those things that are ranking are like a personal blog. But yet you can still have your personal blog, but then maybe direct it to more of a branded kind of official brand. You know, because that's kind of one thing I'm kind of balancing. Like I have multiple interests. For instance, 3D printing, motorcycles, drones. Have that be part of my journey, but then say, hey, click on my website, and then have different websites for each one of those different niches.
Yeah, I would recommend that it could be a personal brand if you like made drones.
Right.
If your entire life was drones, it could be that. However, I recommend, and I think you should have different verticals for each thing, because people that are interested in drones most likely aren't going to be interested in 3D printing.
Right.
There's a small crossover in that Venn diagram.
Gotcha.
But if we look at this website, this is a pretty good website. It has a traffic value of 42K. That's not necessarily how much money they're making. That's the value of the traffic. But essentially, hopefully you saw that you can start off with a very generic term and find a bunch of keywords. Let's see if we could find, now right here with DR, we're looking for numbers that are closer to 0 or 1. If you're doing this, things that are in 25 or less is a good space to be in. But if we look, like Walmart's a 91, PC Mag's a 91, CNET 92. I'd stay away from these guys because they're major players. Let's see. Do you guys want me to try this with a different niche?
Sure.
Throw one out there. So we can do cast iron. We look at cast iron, we go matching terms. Iron Man cast, that's one thing that we're gonna have to look out for as we get a bunch of Iron Man.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So this right here, how to clean a cast iron skillet, is gonna be a good keyword to start with. So let's start there. We're gonna scroll down. All of these are major players, but that's fine. If we come back here, we can, let's use this right here. So we're going to paste that in. And now these are additional keywords that pop up when I type in how to clean a cast iron skillet. Let's do how to clean a cast iron skillet with burnt on food. I'm going to copy this and paste that in right here. Let's see if we can find some potentially less competitive keywords. All right, so 31 right here. RobustKitchen.com appears to be a smaller website, but they're ranking in the top 10 for a keyword. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up this URL, this web page. I'm going to copy this, come back over to here, and I want to see all the keywords that this web page ranks for. Excuse me. Whenever I get on a live, I just get raspy all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on with me. All right, well, that's working. Let's go Site Explorer. And we're going to take a look at the URL like this. Hit enter. Okay, so this little website ranks for 43,000 keywords. Not so little. If we look, I don't know what's going on with this. But if we look at all the keywords that they're ranking for. They found a bunch of low competition. Some of it doesn't make sense or is off base. But what we can do is we can add in a keyword of cast. Cast like this, hit apply, show results. And now we see that they rank for 950 keywords just with cast iron. And a lot of these are non-competitive. Are you seeing this, Marcia?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. So what we can do now is we're going to go further down the rabbit hole. I'm going to click on URL here. I wonder why this nav equals 0 keeps popping up, but let's go ahead and click on this URL. And I want to see all the things that they rank for based on this URL. And that's probably why the other one isn't working. This nav thing right here. Let's get rid of that. So these are, let's get rid of this, show results. So these are all the keywords based on just that one web page. What we can do is click on, let's click on this one. And what I'm looking for is I'm going to go down and I'm going to look at all of these different websites that are popping up. So this one has a DR of 14. Tiny website, that could be some opportunity for us. This one, I think we looked at. This one has a DR of 6. Again, another tiny website. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this. And once again, we're going to do two things. Now, you can spend a whole bunch of time jumping down these rabbit holes. Okay, so that one URL ranks for 1,000 keywords. But hopefully you're able to see that there's lots of opportunity out here.
Are there sites other than the Ahrefs, which I got a free trial, and that's what I've been using,
Mhm.
but it expensive. Are there sites that you can do this at least at some level for no cost or a lower cost that are effective?
I don't know. What I recommend is, well, there's a couple ways to do it. You can do it this way, which is faster. You can do it for free, which takes a long time. And what I recommend is you can get it for 1 month, do all of your keyword research, and then cancel it. But let's say you want to try and do this for free. The free way is coming up to your search bar and starting off with like cast iron skillet. Could be our keyword. Whoops. Cast iron skillet would be our keyword. So now we're going to write down all of these different keywords, and then we can go through each letter of the alphabet. Now, a lot of these are cooking recipes. You know, this is going to take a long time, but not only that, you have to go through each one of these individual keywords and do the alphabet soup method again. Because when you type in the next step, it brings up more keywords for you to use. And so, like, cleaning cast iron skillet with vinegar and baking soda is a great keyword. But then what you want to do is you want to make sure there aren't any additional keywords here. Another thing that you can do is you can also look at people also ask. Is it okay to clean a cast iron with baking soda? The cool thing with this section is that if you hit this drop-down menu, more questions pop up. And sometimes you'll find a diamond in the rough of a question that's being posed that doesn't have a direct or a really good answer.
Are those questions pulled from Google? Or?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Something to add to that real quick. I actually bought a cast iron pan a couple weeks ago. And for me personally, one of my main concerns was I don't trust the coatings that are on the regular pans, whether it's, you know, they used to be Teflon or whatever. So I think a lot of people that mindset of why are some getting cast iron? You know, for me, it was going to like cook steaks, cook meat, you know, which probably has better flavor. And also, I don't trust whatever the ceramic coatings on the other stuff are. You know, cast iron is pretty tried and true, and you know, different recipes that you could cook. So maybe like a recipe book, you might go give something like that away with cast iron cooking recipes, or you know, blog posts about how bad are these other coatings on these other pans. You know, compare and contrast. You know.
No, that's excellent feedback. Thank you. I'm a cast iron fanatic.
Nice.
On coatings.
So I'm sure you probably had some of those similar concerns yourself, right?
Absolutely. Plus, I mean, it's just better in cast iron. And I have my great grandmother's, one of her cast iron pots. And she was born in 1875.
That'd be a perfect video for you to make. Talk about that, like people love those kind of stories.
Do you guys have
restoration videos where they like bring it back? It's all rusty and those get tons of views.
Do you guys have any additional? Something just popped up there. That is not safe for work. Do you guys have any other questions for me today? Oh, look at this one. So under memory loss, just a very general keyword, and then I clicked on does depression cause memory loss? When I scroll down, this DR has a ranking of 11. So I think this would be a great opportunity. I'm going to click on this. Actually, I want to click on the website. And this could be an opportunity. Now, with Robert, you got to make sure that you're creating videos too, because this is a very medical related field. But these are the different keywords that tiny website ranks for. URL. And then what we can do is we can take a step back. I don't know what TMS stands for.
No.
Yeah, I, I think this can work for any situation. And then you can just add in the keyword memory loss. Memory loss. Any other questions for me today? But first of all, this video will be uploaded, like I said, Sunday, probably Monday at the latest. But hopefully this helps you see that you can still find keywords as a small or brand new website. And this is something I think anybody can do. I know Ahrefs is expensive. Get it for a month, cancel it. Within a month, you can find 1 million keywords probably. Just make sure you get rid of it. If you guys don't have questions, I do want to let you guys know that for my birthday month, I am running a 50% discount on all of my memberships. So you guys are in House of Affiliates right now. If you wanted to upgrade to, it's called Digital Dynasty Builders. Basically, in Digital Dynasty Builders, we have step-by-step courses and mini courses that help you with keyword research, would help you finding and creating digital products. There's 10 different mini courses in there. If you wanted to upgrade, it's a 50% discount. I think it's, I don't know, $38.50 for the month. Feel free to hop in there. We meet every Thursday at 5 p.m. and we go to the next step when it comes to building your business. So that is available. Let me know if you have any questions about it. If you don't have any questions, I guess I could let you guys go for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When,
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Robert.
when's your birthday?
July 19th.
Awesome.
I will be the old age of 39. So
Holy smoke.
yeah, I better get my cane out. So awesome. Well, you guys have a great weekend. Let me know if you have any questions in the Facebook group. Otherwise, we'll talk soon.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thanks.
Recording.
All right. So what you saw is a preview of what we normally cover in our House of Affiliates. And so if you have any questions, I'll hang on for a little while and answer them. But I am huge on not spending all day and night doing lives. That's just a personal preference. How about wholesaling? Any of that stuff can work. You have to figure out what works best for you. I know people that say they're very successful when it comes to wholesaling. I just don't know. Yeah, no, that was for my group members. I'm live on TikTok and like 10 other places. I'm live on 2 YouTube channels at the same time. I didn't mean to do that. But here we are. So yeah, if you guys want to get started, it's a 50% discount. House of Affiliates normal price is $11. It's being discounted to $5.50 per month for the month of July. So if you get started in July, your payment, your monthly cost would be $5.50 per month until you cancel or you decide to upgrade. But it's a really great place to start if you're just getting started with trying to do affiliate marketing. You don't know where to begin. You don't know where to go. And the reason why it's a great place to get started is I have a 0 to 1K affiliate marketing workbook. Now that workbook will literally grab you by the hands and it'll work you through the process of getting started with affiliate marketing step by step. It's designed to prevent you from overthinking getting started. A lot of people get frustrated and overwhelmed with affiliate marketing and really starting an online business because there's so many things to know and understand. And the biggest benefit about that 0 to 1K training is that it gets rid of all of that. It doesn't allow you to spend a lot of time thinking. You get to the point, you get to the point of creating content, which is really most important when it comes to starting an online business, and it's creating content. If you're not creating content, you're not going to make any money. And so that's just one portion of it. The second portion with House of Affiliates is that we meet twice per month, usually on the first and third Saturday of every single month. Also, I have a dedicated course. It's called ChatGPT for Affiliate Marketing. It's not a creative name by any means, but it takes you through the entire process of getting started with affiliate marketing using ChatGPT as your assistant. Now, I don't believe in using ChatGPT as your sole crutch, but it's a great assistant for you. So, yeah, that is that's it. That's what you got a preview into. I also mentioned Digital Dynasty Builders. That is something else entirely. Do you guys have any questions before I let you go today? Let's see. I'm an artist creating puzzles to help with reading easier and faster. I'm not sure which niche to plug into with that product that my canvas can work. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe older adults, seniors, things of that nature. Is it good to start a clothing brand on Etsy? I mean, if you're willing to put in the work, any venture is a good venture. A lot of people, and the reason why they don't work is they will quit because it's too much work. If you understand going into it, you're going to have to be dedicated and upload every day or create content every day and work every day, then yes, it can work. But most people try and get to passive income and they're not willing to do the active stuff for the passive stuff. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Let's see if I can look at the chat here real quick. Let's see. I did not mean to go live in 2 places at one time. Let's see. What video editing software do you recommend? I use ScreenFlow to record my screen. It's a Mac only. I edit in Premiere Pro, but figure out one that works best for you. How to sell my ChatGPT prompt I created. Etsy's not supported in my country. Do a little bit of research and find one that is. I'm not sure. I think some people might say Redbubble, maybe Creative Market. See if those work. Let's see. How have the My Lead Gen secrets been going for you? They go okay. I get probably 1 or 2 sales in different stuff that I'm marketing every day. So I guess I would say it's worth it. Now, I only promote low cost stuff on to that group, stuff that's less than $17. In fact, the most expensive thing that I promote and talk about is that ChatGPT training that I mentioned. Let's see, I'm from Malaysia. Welcome from Malaysia. I don't see it's because I was sharing my screen. Your screen isn't shared. I can't see the instructor's screen. Yeah, I'm from Bulgaria. I have a fraternity brother from Bulgaria. We can't see your screen. Yeah, I know. Thank you for your YouTube videos because you made affiliate marketing so much easier for me. Hey, happy to help. Glad I can help you with that. You're doing great work. You are my favorite YouTuber. My question is, I am from, I don't know, where many things like YouTube, Facebook monetization are restricted. What's the other way around this? Now, I don't recommend breaking terms of service at all. Some people have used things called VPNs or virtual private networks to spoof where they are. Now, I don't recommend it because you could get your account shut down, but some people have recommended doing that. There are tons of content about VPNs. How can I flip $100? That depends. There's a lot of ways to potentially flip $100. You need more information. Bad information gets bad answers. What would you suggest as an easy blog? I don't believe in easy. And I don't believe in easy when it comes to starting an online business. What I do believe in is finding a blog that you want to write content about or hire someone to write content about. Simply because I had a blog, user-friendly blog. Jesse, are you in both places? What was I going to say? User-friendly blog. Oh, one of my blogs that I had is was on soundbars. And I saw that there was a lot of information out there that nobody was talking about on soundbars. And so I started writing on it. I got 10 blog posts in, and then I realized that I absolutely hated writing about soundbars. Now, the crazy thing is, is that I would actually earn affiliate commissions from this tiny website. I just had no interest in writing on soundbars. And so I stopped. It got affiliate commissions for a long time after I stopped writing. But I mean, it really comes down to just identifying something that you want to talk about. Jesse, why didn't you join the Zoom meeting? Jesse, did you join the Zoom meeting? Yeah, you should join the Zoom meeting, Jesse. Anyway, there's all sorts of stuff. I did a video a couple days ago about tattoo design. One of my blogs that I just started is with tattoo design, and that's already starting to rank for some. Oh, I was working. It already starts to rank for some keywords. Now these keywords are very non-competitive, but it's already ranking, and so anything can work. A lot of it can work if you're able to target keywords that are relatively non-competitive. Let's see. And the other thing too, Jesse, is you could essentially write and start a blog on anything if you attack it the right way. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say you wanted to enter into the really competitive world of credit cards, and you are adamant about writing on credit cards. Credit cards is insanely competitive. However, if you were willing to do Pinterest pins for credit cards, so do 10 Pinterest pins for every credit card blog post that you write, that's a great way in. That's a very, not easy, it's a simple way in. And that's something that most people aren't willing to do. They're not willing to take that next step. So that's kind of why I don't really believe in competition. I think that if you're willing to do the next step, you can be successful. Most people just try and write a blog and throw their hands up after 3 months when they're not getting traffic. However, if you start a credit card blog where you write on different credit cards, and then you create, when you create Pinterest pins, or maybe you create a TikTok account talking about credit cards, and then say, hey, check out my blog where I have more information, you're going to build authority, or start a YouTube channel where you're essentially taking the blog post and making video content out of it. That can definitely work. I don't understand WordPress, and I'm looking for something. What made you think to write about soundbars? Did you look at trending products to find the niche? No. So in the very beginning, all of my excuse me, all of my ideas came from personal experience, personal problems. For example, my first, and I talk about this a lot, my first blog was in security cameras, and that was because I saw like groups of 10, 15, 20 teenagers walking around our subdivision. And so I wanted to know what they were doing. And they were walking around our subdivision at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And I wanted to know what they were doing. And so I went and started doing research on security cameras. And that's how my first blog, I was writing about video doorbells and different security cameras. My first YouTube channel about video doorbells and security cameras. My second blog was on microwaves. And that was because the buttons on the front of my microwave stopped working. And I found that a lot of people are asking questions about microwaves. For example, and this may seem like common knowledge, but lots of people, thousands of people ask every single day, can you put not every day, every month. Thousands of people ask, can you put aluminum foil in a microwave? Now, when I was young, and this is funny, when I was young, I'm talking about like 9, 10 years old, I grabbed Pop-Tarts, and these are the generic form of Pop-Tarts. I grabbed those Pop-Tarts and I put them in the microwave with the wrapper. And inside of those wrappers, I had like an aluminum foil type of thing. And I started seeing, after like 5 seconds, I started seeing like lightning strikes happening inside the microwave. And that's how I learned, after my mom yelled at me, that's how I learned that you can't put aluminum foil in microwaves. But and that's the bigger point. There are literally hundreds of thousands of people that are coming of age that don't know everyday basic things, and you can create content to help those people out. There's a 8, 9, 10-year-old that doesn't know that you can't put aluminum foil in microwaves. And so you can create that content. You might think, hey, everybody already knows that. Everybody knows that you can't put aluminum foil in microwaves, but no, not everybody knows that. In fact, millions of people don't know that. But that's how I came up with my idea. So my first blog, security cameras, was because people were around the neighborhood. The second one, microwaves and sound bars, because we need a new microwave. And so I wrote on things like how to clean a microwave. I wrote on things like different microwave parts and components. Very boring stuff, but that stuff still gets views every single day. What did that say? It said something. Let's see. It says, oh, okay, that makes so much more sense. My kids that age are all over YouTube, common sense things that aren't taught anymore. Yeah, and that's how you can find stuff. And that's what I say when it comes to picking a niche. Everybody overthinks it, overcomplicates it, and it's really just simple as looking around your house, looking at stuff that you buy, look at things that you do, because there are literally millions of people don't know what you know. They don't know how to do something. They don't know how to navigate a situation, and you can create content to help them out. Boring, common, everyday stuff. That's the golden ticket, believe it or not. Not trying to get people to buy a course. It's much more difficult to get people to buy a course on like make money online than it is to get people to buy a $200 microwave, because they need that microwave. They're no longer able to warm up their Hot Pockets in 35 seconds. Another great keyword at the time was best microwaves for college students. That was another big one. Again, just think about stuff that people want and people need. You don't know what size microwave. Someone like for me, I was the first, I was the oldest. So, first time going to college. I didn't know that the college didn't supply a microwave. So I had to learn that stuff. I didn't know the difference at the time. This is how old I am. I didn't know there was a difference between Ethernet cords, Ethernet jacks, and phone cords. That's all common stuff that everybody knows now, but I didn't know that when I went off to college. My uncle gave me an old computer that only had a phone jack for dial-up internet, and I tried to plug that into the Ethernet cord, and if you know the difference, the Ethernet port is much bigger, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working, and the RA had to say that's a different connection. So again, very basic common stuff. And I don't believe, people will say everything's saturated. I don't believe in everything being too saturated, simply because if you're willing to fight and put in the work, you can find an area and opportunity in anything. Again, with the credit repair, credit card thing. If you just start a blog on credit card, it's an uphill battle. However, if you start a thing with credit cards and you do Pinterest pins, there's a huge opportunity. Huge opportunity there. Yes, I tell my kids that's the generation gap in the wall. Yeah, no, I had no idea at that time, which is crazy. Crazy to think about. Any other questions before I let you go? Like I said, I'm not big on doing lives for 4 hours. I'm big on taking a nap or doing something else. So, guys, if you want to get started, if you are on the fence about starting an online business, obviously I recommend affiliate marketing. Obviously, I recommend getting started with my program, because we will literally pull you through the process step by step. It is a 50% discount right now. It'll be a 50% discount for the entire month of July. After July, it'll go up to its regular price. It's a monthly membership, and so you'll get my assistance every single month. I definitely encourage you to don't wait. Good, find some tea or apple juice. No, and this is crazy, because this literally only happens when I jump on live. As soon as I'm done with this live, I'll be regular and I'll be normal again. Is this recorded? Yeah, if you go over to my YouTube channel, once I end this, I think it'll save and it'll be recorded. Let's see. And I believe I have a training on how to get started with WordPress. WordPress is really simple. Jesse, you're a member of House of Affiliates. Definitely check that out. It's really simple. It's a thing that you have to learn, that you have to go through. I do believe I have a training in there. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Yeah. Take it easy. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.